Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders zigzagging across Michigan right now ahead of tomorrow's primary there. Their last-ditch effort trying to get out the vote after a testy debate last night.
When billionaires on Wall Street destroyed this economy, they went to Congress and they said, oh, please, we'll be good boys, bail us out. You know what I said? I said, let the billionaires themselves bail out Wall Street. Shouldn't be the middle class of this country.
Okay.
No, wait a minute. Wait, can I finish? You'll have your turn. All right?
Ed Henry's live in Detroit this morning. Motor City Madness. How you doing, Ed? Good morning. Some heated words last night.
Good to see you.
Clinton was unable to avoid the email controversy. How did that come up, in which context?
Well, it's interesting because she was asked a question near the end of this debate last night about some of these developments with Brian Pagliano, her former IT staffer at the State Department, now cooperating with the Justice Department and what that means. And interesting, Hillary Clinton didn't really answer. Instead, pivoted to say the Republicans are attacking her. So you can bet that Bret Baier will have a chance tonight when we have this town hall forum here at the Gem Theater in Detroit to press her a little bit more potentially, as well as Democratic voters who will be in this theater. Yesterday on CBS's Face the Nation, for example, Hillary Clinton said she was delighted by this development of her former staffer cooperating potentially with this criminal investigation. So that is likely to come up, and I think that exchange you played is very telling. Hillary Clinton's spokeswoman, Jen Palmieri, last night said that Bernie Sanders was disrespectful. They didn't like the tone. They were suggesting maybe it was sexist the way he was jumping in and saying, let me talk. Remember in that Senate battle she had with Rick Lazio in New York many years ago, that became a flashpoint that he looked disrespectful in a debate. I think tonight it's a whole different format. Remember, Hillary Clinton has not been on Fox in 2 years, so this is a chance really for Bret to ask her some questions. And the voters in the crowd, by the way, many undecided, and we've talked to them. This is an open primary, and some people tell us that they're deciding between Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump, because remember, here in Michigan tomorrow, you can vote in either primary.
Right.
Bill?
Sanders did well over the weekend, right? Won Kansas, won Nebraska. What am I missing here?
In Maine.
That's right. What does he need to keep the momentum going, Ed?
Well, look, the good news for Hillary Clinton, though, is that she's still racking up a lot more delegates. That big win in Louisiana, she's using her edge with African-American voters in the South yet again there in Louisiana. Sanders hasn't proven that he can get a more diverse support. Mississippi also voting tomorrow, likely to be a big Clinton victory. But Michigan is important. Look at this poll, NBC Wall Street Journal. It shows that Hillary Clinton is beating Sanders right now by 17 points. Why is that important? The Sanders camp keeps telling us that this is a big battleground, a big test for his message here tomorrow in Michigan, because number one, Clinton doing well with African Americans, not so good with white working class voters in places like Michigan, potentially number one. And number two, this is where the Sanders message should work, about the middle class, about income inequality, the manufacturing jobs that are lost. If he can't win here, it's going to be really hard for him to get this nomination.
Thank you, Ed. Looking forward to later tonight, too. Ed Henry there, setting the table in Detroit. Do not miss a special report with Bret later at 6 o'clock. A Democratic presidential town hall live in Detroit. Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders are both there. Again, 6 o'clock Eastern time, only here on Fox.